and gentlemen, boys and giggly girls, we've got so much tickety time for the countdown goes. It's gonna be, hopefully, a successful Miggity mission. Biggity back and when 1988, their icing looks exactly like it did Biggity back in 86. So hopefully the sad sack's not out there banging on the side, still trying to get it de-ice. So 44 seconds. We're not gonna wiggly wait. We're not gonna announce the pilot or anything, ladies and jiggly. We're going right to the chickity choo choo chickity chess giggly game. OMG. OMG. We're gonna have here in the wiggly white, Ljubojevic. Ljubomir, Ljubojevic, ladies and gentlemen, Serbian bad boy, super chickity. His chickity chess skills, but the cold stare. This guy, Garry Kasparov, he puts the fear in me, obviously. Biggity back when in the 1988, chicky, don't even know, chicky, wait, let's go back there. That would be Thessaloniki, holy cannoli, I think that's the Olympiad, then it must be. Anyway, biggity back to the, this is definitely 100% where they're holding the chickity chess Olympiad. It's the 28th chickity chess Olympiad. The tickety 28th. I don't know what this says down here. Just kidding. Anyway, biggity back to. What's it gonna be for the wheelie white Ljubomir? He's going for the English. That's kind of a bit of a cup of tea. That's right. I need to check my schedule. I'll schedule you in later on this wiggly week. I'm gonna go Catalonian transitioning it for me, but it's gonna be a King's Indian. Oh my gosh. Kasparov, he's got the best. He's got the biggity best. He's gonna switch it on up with the Sicilian style of chicky dragon biggity play. Opens that up with the fire breathing dragon. It's the fire breathing dragon. Gonna protect the biggity bishop though. He wants to get ready for later, yo. Here comes the horse, of course. Now it can protects the biggity. This is exactly how you should.
So I know I told you guys about the beauty, how it changed my life.
Oh yeah, I was looking so biggity pretty, but then Garry Kasparov came up and beat me in chickity chess so biggity badly. I was biggity looking biggity black and blue. Holy cannoli was looking biggity bad for me and you, ladies and jiggly gentlemen, because we were up against Garry Kasparov simultaneously. Holy cannoli, he plays every single biggity move. That's what you want to do. Copy, biggity paste. That's exactly what I want to do. If I were wanting to be, if I were wanting to be able to biggity beat even AI, ladies and jiggly super, I'd go out there and beat Garry Kasparov. He's the biggity super fly guy. He's the wiggly, he's the chickity, he's the wiki world champion. I got a biggity back the miggity microphone on up here, just a little bit. Holy cannoli, this giggly game, whoosh, starting on fire completely, utterly. Grab the fire extinguisher, get out of here, Smokey. So incredibly spiggity smoky. Get down low and chickity crawl around, looking for the diggity dog, so I might be able to escape, and don't have to really run back in for him. Ladies and jiggly super diggity wiggly chickity just biggity blitz style. Biggity blitz style. Blitz style. Ljubomir, Ljubojevic, ladies and super diggity, supreme biggity bad boy, so incredibly Zagreb. Maybe, I don't know, biggity back then, wasn't it Yugoslavia though? Anyway, biggity back to. What? Anyway, biggity back to. Biggity back to the Thessaloniki chickity chess Olympiad. 1988, they were telling me I'm great at commentating. I actually commentate about the game. Then I laughed myself to death. Ladies and jiggly super diggity doop awesome chickity blitz style. Blitz style. Getting a little rambunctious there, Garry Kasparov. You're really gonna go into the jiggity jaws of this giggly Ljubomir Ljubojevic. He's so incredibly super giggly good at chickity chess, but you're the biggity B-E-A-S-T, ate me and everybody. I was like chickity trying to run away, but then I had to actually let nature take its quickly course. I just gave up, yo. I don't even play dead. I just was dead. Ladies and super diggity chickity chess, biggity blitz style. Ladies and jiggly blitz style. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, we can see here's the final culmination. The giggly game's been going on plenty liggity long. It's gonna be super cool. Kinda like me, absolutely. If I had some sunglasses on and I was actually cool, that'd be me. Anyway, biggity back to chicky chicky, me back to chicky 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 chicky. I wanna thank Paul Fix 2. Paul Fix 1, you're no fun. Paul Fix 2, oh yeah. paulfixmusic at gmail.com. And who? Riza penjoel. Who? The giggly guy on this beat though. He's so incredibly credible. He's like, you must mention me, otherwise I'm gonna be super diggity doop miggity mad. My beats are expensive. If you thought you got some better biggity beats, then obviously you'd be playing those biggity beats. You're copyright stealing any wiggly way, ladies and gentlemen, super diggity doop chickity chest, beady boot style. Biggity boot style. Blup 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 blup. And then finally, we'll have the animatronic super diggity get down on it. Beats of vinylman. I told you, vinylman. I'm gonna go ahead and grab me a liggity lighting ghouls and advertise to them too, because this is gonna be the most super diggity doop awesome final culmination of any giggly game, ladies and jiggly super diggity doop awesome wheelie chicky 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 biggity blitz style. Ow! Biggity blitz style. Ay 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 ay! Ow! Ay 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 ay! Oh! Oh yeah! Chicky gringo! That's me though! Ladies and super diggity, absolutely soy Mexicano. I tiggity do my biggity best to play chickity chess, but I could never be like Garry Kasparov, who's up a biggity pound against Ljubomir. Are you kidding me? How do you possibly end up wiggly binding up, end up being biggity pound ahead? Holy cannoli, you've actually just knocked my socks clean on off. I'll go get a second pair, G. Anyway, that's wiggly why I packed your second pair, because I saw Garry Kasparov's in the liggity list. And I just expected it. I just expected it to be absolutely super diggity doop awesome crazy. The coolest cuckoo wiggly chickity chest giggly game you can biggity possibly ever conceive of is gonna be this just what? Oh, I missed it. Anyway, Ljubomir, rest in biggity peace. You've obviously done the biggity best. Chicky, but you're up against the literal. Look at the eyes of that guy. You know who's gonna wiggly win. It's Garry Kasparov. Chicky, back in 1988, Thessaloniki, or whatever it may be. And giggly, 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 Greece, ladies and gentlemen. Giggly, Greece, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 28th chess Olympiad. Thessaloniki could be the victory for who? Of course it's gonna be Garry Kasparov. CCCCP. CCCCP. Chicky.